everybody, I'm going to talk us through our Techno Fitness Stripe 7. Hopefully you felt the benefits from Stripe 8 and are ready to move to the next level. So to start with, we're going to work on our stamina doing frog jumps. So starting from the squat position, and you're going to jump up as high as you can and touch a spot on the wall. So it will look something like this. You're going to do as many as you can in 30 seconds. So coming all the way down and jumping as high as you can. Record how many you manage to do, and then hopefully the next time you do it, you'll be able to do a few more. Then we're going to work on our arm strength. So you're going to go into your front support position. Make sure your shoulders are directly on top of your hands and your bottom's not high or low. And you are just going to move around, trying to squeeze in your tummy, keeping in the front support for 30 seconds. Okay, next we're going to work on our leg strength. Walking in a squat position for 30 seconds. This I like to call the chicken walk. Arms on your head and just walking around. You don't need a large space to do this in. You could even do it pretty much on the spot. You may look ridiculous, but your legs will get quite strong from doing that. Next, we're working on our core strength by holding our arch shape. So arch shape is lying on your stomach and keeping your feet together and your legs straight. You're going to lift your arms and legs up off the floor and hold for as long as you can. Whew. And write down in the box how long you manage to hold it for, and then as the weeks go on, you might be able to improve on that. Okay, next we're going to practice bearing weight on our hands in a Spider-Man handstand. So you just need a clear wall to do this up against, and the closer the hands are to the wall and the straighter the body, the harder it's going to be, so just adjust it for whatever works for you. And you're going to hold that for 30 seconds. Okay, next we're going to hold an arabesque. You can again do this against a wall or something that you can lean on, but try not to. So arms out wide, point your foot behind and lift it off the floor, keeping the legs straight. Try not to let the chest drop too low because it's quite unstable. You're going to hold that for 15 seconds and then switch legs and do the same on the other leg. Okay, then we're going to do some jumping down from a step or kind of any object that's safe to stand on. You're going to do as many as you can in 30 seconds. So just bending the knees. What's important here is that you do a nice landing shape with bent knees to absorb the impact. And you're going to see how many you can do in 30 seconds and record that in the box, and again see if you can improve on it as the weeks go on. Okay, then we come on to some flexibility now that we're nice and warm. First of all, you're going to do your lumbar fold, trying to get the angle of the legs at about 90 degrees. It's easy when the legs are wider, but try and do it at 90 degrees. And you're going to try and hold this for 30 seconds. So make sure knees look up at the ceiling. Don't let feet roll in or roll out or knees bend. And you're going to reach your belly button to the floor rather than your nose. So you can put hands down and trying to get that belly button down to the floor. Then we do the same again in lumbar fold. So that's in our pike shape. Exactly the same, trying to get the belly button onto the legs and holding that for 30 seconds as well. Then we've got split stretches. So coming up onto one leg, hands go down either side and just sliding those legs as far as they go. Don't let the hips twist so the hands come round to the side. Try to keep the tummy button pointing forwards. Pointing the front toe and trying to get the back little toe to touch the floor rather than rolling out like that. Try and get it to touch the floor. And you're going to hold each leg for 30 seconds. and you should start to see some improvements on your splits quite rapidly. Finally, our last thing is shoulder flexibility. So sitting on the floor, put your arms behind and get your little fingers to touch. And then you're going to slide your hands away from your bottom or your bottom away from your hands, straighten the legs and hold that position again for 30 seconds. And then you are done.